It occurs to me that I should just be recording back to back here. I don't know why I don't do it, but we'll do my best, and I'll just get into spring 9 of year 1. Also, hopefully I'm actually working on a shared setup, but it has no longer become shared because I've become the primary person in charge of, maintaining the setup that I'm currently using. So, as we go through this Demetrius event, we're gonna take mushrooms. In 5 words or less, it's more consistent. But at the same time, if you pick the fruit cave, I'm sure there are good reasons to. I have not looked up on the reasons to, though. From what I understand, again, in the first three videos, let me just make sure I pick mushrooms. The first 3 videos of this series, I have linked the guide specifically, so for those wondering or those watching at this time, I did link the exact guide I'm using. I don't know why I stopped. I actually should just keep doing it. Also, was I supposed to buy more seeds here? I feel like I may have wanted to. But as we do have 12,000 gold, I don't know where that came from. I swear I had less than that, but maybe something. I'm just going crazy. I'm going crazy. We do need to fill this watering can, by the way, so at the same time, I also should have grabbed an axe. Just so I can, maybe chop things while I'm waiting, but I don't think I'll get a lot of time to do that. So let's find out. I mean, I do need to get this out of the way so that I can water things easier, and I might as well pet these chickens while I'm here. Oh my goodness, I tried to chop a rock. This is nowhere near efficient. But hey, we'll do my best. So chicken with the info suite, you don't normally see those hand petting icon. So and also I've left the eggs where they are. That just excuse me if I do that. Although maybe I did want to pick up those eggs, but at this time I'm probably gonna run out of time. I actually just want to cut this tree down just so I can see better. I know it is opaque when you go behind it, but I promise you it's a lot worse for me. If for no other reason than I just really can't see past it. That shouldn't be a problem, but I haven't played Stardew that much. Again, the last time I played Stardew, like, Shane and Emily weren't even romance options last I really played Stardew, so even if you see anything that says otherwise, as I pretty much just grab the rod and move on, just know that the last real time I played Stardew, like, in full, to Grandpa's judgment, I'm just making sure that I know what I'm doing. So, blacksmith, piers, and then mountain lake fishing until the very end. That's the end goal of this of today. But yes, the last time I really went through and completed the game, I was supposed to pet the cat. It was back in 1.0 basically. So at least nearly 8 years ago, I want to say. And then I got Stardew Valley on PC, but I first played it on console, I believe. And if that's not correct, well, I've just been going crazy. Well, that would be interesting, and I think they usually it doubles the price. Well, base anyway. There's no reason to really, as I sit here and do nothing. But I think we just want to at least upgrade the pickaxe first. That's why we're walking all the way here. If not, I've just gone crazy. We're trying to make use of our time, basically. I also hear myself twice on my OBS. Hopefully that has not messed up my recording. But if it hasn't, then so be it. Clint does not open until 9, so I might as well have just been checking these trash cans. But yes, the rest of this day is going to be fishing as well. As someone commented on one video, the very beginning of your run is usually going to be a lot of fishing. We can leave that trash there, by the way. Unless something magically bad happens, but yeah, you are doing a lot of fishing, definitely on day 3 because it's guaranteed rain, and catfish is almost always going to be your most efficient gold per energy use at that time, from what I understand. Again, I'm not someone who knows that much about Stardew Valley. Heck, I finally got into the GI right now, the G Island, and am I floundering around there because I haven't really looked up anything. Again, there is some worth in going through things yourself blind, but after a while, I don't really blame. I mean, even already, I don't mind. I wouldn't judge anyone for looking up a guide immediately. These days, that's kind of all the roar. But as we grab the backpack upgrade, the next one I think is 10,000. Again, the rest of this day is going to be fishing. It probably wouldn't have hurt to pet my cat a little, but I'd probably lose a cast for that. You have to think, every time you make a mistake, you at least up to this point, you lose 1 fishing cast, which could be anything from a sardine. Well, not a sardine, but you get the point. A low-worth fish to a largemouth, in this case, a largemouth bass on top of a treasure chest. So you have to think about that. But anywho, as we get back to fishing for the rest of this day, I mean, yeah, not much else is going to be happening. We smelt iron ore, we might as well. We have nothing else to do here aside from this. Now that I have more space, I might as well just leave stuff in my inventory. But I might as well also eat this river jelly. And back to fishing we go. Out of curiosity, how much bait do I have? 243? Yeah, I definitely have enough for like at least a few days. But you do want bait though. If you ever run out of bait for whatever reason, it would not be good. Even if you have 5 fishing days, well, if you have like 5 fishing days in the span of 15 days in spring, then that's even if you did run out of bait there, you probably have caught so much catfish that it doesn't matter. That you're far ahead in terms of gold for the guide anyway. But as you grab some deluxe bait, you know what? We might as well use that, right? I mean, there's no reason not to use it. Am I going crazy here? Maybe if I were to save it for rainy days, if I were to predict a rainy day were to come in RNG, again, small little, well, it's not optimizations, but ideas that I could have that could be optimal. I don't know if they are again. It's mainly just me talking to myself. If nothing else, the video is filled with my in-game commentary. But the other goal of today is hopefully to hit level 10 fishing. May or may not be possible. We'll find out. Because tomorrow is going to be, well, assumably mushrooms are supposed to grow in the cave, but since the mushroom event appeared today, then it shouldn't be until the 11th of spring that I can pick up the mushrooms. If I even can. I don't know how efficient that is on the Meadowlands farm. Like if I have to walk a whole way around, but we'll deal with it. Also keeping in mind that I have to make the silo as well. But that's, again, we'll deal with that when we get there. Because the most important part, aside from, I think I've also still messed up again, because what I messed up on, as we put this on, I think we want to put this on, right? Oh, no, wait, we have the fiberglass rod, never mind, I lied. I think I messed up on something, I forgot. I was too focused on looking at that treasure chest and seeing what was in there, but we need the iridium rod to put on any tackle anyway, so whoopsie-doopsie. Well, no bait. Rip. We'll let this go out. Yeah, because if I catch something quickly, it'll be fine. But I really shouldn't. It really shouldn't be fine as it is. Let me see. There are, I mean, assuming that I get enough gold too, because apparently tomorrow I'm supposed to be 1, harvesting, but 2, more importantly, getting more seeds. But if I don't hit, well, I'm not level 10, so actually I can't sell the fish. We want to make sure. Basically, we're gonna be focusing on farming as spring goes on. But whether or not I'll be able to do that, again, the guide does account for you not hitting level 10 today, or not being at level 10 today, which would have allowed me to sell my fish for more because you would have the angler, or the other selling fish gives you more gold perk. There are 2. I've already picked up the first at level 5, and then you specialize into the second at level 10. So, again, if you're not looking at the guide, I can tell you what's on the guide. Basically, the game accounts for, hey, if you're not level 10 by this point, you can save on the fish if you want. But we also do need to buy kale seed somehow then. But hey, we'll find out. So let me see here. So, spring 10. If you have less than 100 bait on the 10th day of spring, and I know I'm on day 10, but some future reading would be good if for no one else than myself to remember. But the game does ask if you have more than 100 bait, because if you don't, you have to do a little thing where you wait for Willy to open and then you go buy more bait. But day 10 is also going to be fishing until 2 a.m. anyway, so again, not much is going to be happening on that front. In fact, today I think we're also still going to go for till 2 a.m. today. So, specifically, quote the guide, if you do not get fishing level 10 today, parentheses, spring 9 of year 1, then you will get it after the next day of fishing. This does not change the route in any meaningful way, unquote. Although there are a few things are going to change here because I have not proceeded the quest as much as I should have. Again, what I am looking at, what I am thinking about is how I'm going to buy these seeds, because I'm guessing I thought that you're buying seeds on day 10. Apparently you're not. So it says, I guess it's more a planning phase. So if you are level 10 fishing, parentheses on spring 10, ship enough fish to buy half of the kale seeds necessary. 6 times. And I know that at this point might be some veterans out there that are going, well, following it word by word, it's not actually optimal. It might be efficient, but definitely there's a new min-max. Again, this series exists more to see how closely I can go and see how fast I can do the things that, the guide says that you can do. But at the same time, I'll take advice when given, if it's good. If it's not as good, then, I mean, we can talk. Humans can talk for a reason. So, also, I should, 1, do some item management, but 2, also, oh my goodness. Why do I do this to myself? I should also smelt more iron ore. But also eat more stuff for energy. But yeah, for the most part, we're just following the guide. I mean, I think from what I've seen, it's still very... I think I missed the cast there, but I think it's still pretty accurate in terms of what it gets you to do. But if it's not, that's why we're doing this, to find out. Again, one person trying the guide out of probably many who are also closely following the guide, on top of not missing catfish on day 3 a whole bunch, but And again, as I said, people are still going over how to optimize right now, referencing the guide at this point, because, I mean, obviously it's the one that a lot of people are looking at, more than a few at least, as we focus on this chest. But obviously 1.6 introduces a lot of things, the sea and river jellies included. So there are ways to be more efficient here and there. But to keep reading, yeah, if you're not level 10 fishing at Spring 10, you will be missing out on gold. I think 25%? Yeah, it says 25% here. I'm just going to believe it. I could just look it up, but essentially, that is quite a handful of gold to miss out on per fish. So it would probably do me well to wait. And then tomorrow, but then that means on Spring 11, the guide does say right after that, the next sentence is, you will have to sell your fish directly to Willy. Because otherwise, we will not be able to buy the seeds that we want to buy on 11, I assume? And then after that, it's just a lot of fishing. But, yeah, 11 is when the kale should be ready to be harvested. Let me focus on perfecting this, because this seems like a not chub. Unless it is. Let's find out. Nope, it is a bullhead. I did forget the name. I was waiting for it to appear. But, so, harvest the kale, start making squares in a sprinkler pattern. Do not water any squares. And it's all tactical. There's a reason for it all, but I need to focus on getting this fish first. So yeah, you leave the farm at a specific time just to make sure. And we will probably need to visit Willy because we are not going to be shipping any fish, especially if we don't hit level 10, but we'll see. I mean, it's nearly 5 PM in game right now. I probably am not going to make it to level 10 by the 10th. Or I won't be level 10 by the end of today. Oh my goodness. Missed the perfect, by the way. I'm sad now. More sad than I would be if I had gotten it. And yeah, that was a largemouth bass. But yeah, sell fish, go to the blacksmith, get the gold pickaxe, go to Piers, buy the amount of kale seeds, about 6,020. If not, then it would be quite weird, because you're supposed to buy 2 batches of kale seeds. It's all calculated so that you can reach a certain farming level, and you probably either, I'm assuming there's a day when Piers is not available, but if not, I mean, we'll find out, won't we? No, not like this! Help! I can't perfect largemouth bass. But yeah, don't water any squares. Can optionally craft and place a cobblestone path to mark where the future sprinklers will go, which can't help, but You don't need to water the kale until spring 14. Again, I'm literally reading off the guide at this point. And then spring 11 is when we finally start mining for real, because we have the golden pickaxe at that time. Which means our mining life will be a lot more comfortable. Which is why we're fishing a whole bunch, because our pickaxe is unavailable. But our pickaxe is unavailable because we're upgrading it. Because if we do not upgrade it, our mining life becomes a lot more miserable. At least the amount of time we spend in the mine definitely nearly doubles because of the amount of times you need to hit certain rocks to break them, which vastly slows down your mining experience. Although compared to fishing, for me anyway, mining is going to be a bit more interesting in terms of how efficient I am, and by that I mean I'm going to be even less efficient in mining than I am for fishing. I'm just going to make the call. But hey. Also, by the time this video, no, actually after this video drops, I will be doing a Stardew Valley stream in about several hours, depending. I don't know exactly when this video is going to drop, but it's going to drop within a 16-hour time span. And then I'm going to be putting out another video. I don't know if I want to make a post about this, but I said several hours. Several hours implies like 4 to 5 hours, a little bit more than a few, but that's not correct. So yeah, but this is not going to be great for me. So we're going to be doing a lot of in-person sales of fish to grab seeds. But since we're going to be fishing for pretty much in this case, mining, sorry. No, actually, when we get the kale seeds, we will be fishing, so never mind. Yeah, after all the planting and stuff, we will be fishing, I think, and then the next day we'll be mining. I completely forgot. And then just a sneak peek of the other days, 12, 13, 14. 12 and 13 are actually very short days. They're just a lot of mining. Well, I say just a lot of mining, but there is a whole section in the guide about mining efficiently. Or trying to mine efficiently, anyway. Mining more efficiently than you probably have mined usually, save for a few people who either have figured it out themselves or already know how to quote-unquote mine efficiently. And by that, I mean the liberal use of bombs in certain cases, but at this point, we don't have enough resources, gold or otherwise, to bomb a whole bunch, so yeah. But yes, after the first 10 days of nearly fishing, it will be a lot of mining. But meanwhile, the other objective of mining, on top of just going as far as we can and getting our mining level up, is getting the resources to make sprinklers, which is why when I start planting kale seeds, they will be in a sprinkler pattern. I missed the fish there. Help! I do this to myself because I'm not good at commentating while playing games. Oh no, part of it is that I'm also looking away, and then my mic audio is currently a lot louder than the game audio, for me anyway. So one, I am not looking at the visual cue, and two, it's harder for me to hear the audio cue. Not that that's an excuse for myself. I really should not. I really should be able to hear it over the sound of my own voice, as odd as that sounds. And let me take a deep breath. By the way, I'm seeing words on Spring 14 that says I need about 42,000 gold. So that might sound like a lot of gold, but I can see it happening. I can see it happening. But anywho, we pretty much pass out here, I think. I don't think we need anything on us, per se. And even if we lose gold here, it's not so bad. Compared to the value of the fish that we can sell. I mean, just doing the math in my head right now, even not assuming it's a largemouth bass, but assuming it's a chub. Say I lose 300 gold, but I fish up a chub, I get fishing experience on top of whatever the value of that chub is. So, really, I'm only losing about 100 gold-ish, 200 at tops. On that note, I probably should have bought kale seeds while I was at Pierre's. That probably might have been a good idea, now that I think about it. That way I lose less gold, theoretically speaking. But I mean, again, passing out here, I mean, if it really is going to affect me that much, it really, I have not been as efficient as I should be. And again, the guide doesn't even ask for that much max efficiency, and even if you do not get to things on time, like community center completion by, the end of year 1, you probably would have been more efficient than you would have been. Now, is it a bit more stressful depending on the type of player you are? Sure, but hey. Also, we do need more energy, by the way. I can eat the green algae, but I'm wasting time here scrolling through. I could have just hit the 8 key on my keyboard and have eaten all this green algae, which each is providing about 1.5 more casts. But we'll also store fish here. I think what I actually want to do is store. Oh, that's right. We have a river jelly here. I don't know why I did not store it. I mean, I did want to eat the river jelly, but is there any reason for me to keep these on me? I can't even check. I don't even have the sprinkler. No, I don't. I don't have the sprinkler recipes yet anyway. Wait, do we have quality sprinkler, or is it just regular sprinklers? I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? I think it's regular. I think when the guy mentioned sprinklers here, they're just regular ones. I wouldn't assume they would be quality sprinklers immediately. Let's grab this treasure chest. But hey, we'll do our best. So yeah, every day is a bit of fishing with some variations. I wonder if I just sell these, actually. I mean, I don't doubt it, but obviously we can't really sell a lot. This looks like a largemouth bass, by the way, so let me just focus for a moment. Just based on the way that it accelerated at the very beginning. Never mind, I lied. I'm a big loser. It's just a chub. A very fast-moving chub. But let me see here. Yeah, mushrooms, but no mushrooms, because I did not get them yet. And then again, I do need to think about the silo, but that will probably happen in the process of me probably tilling the field for more kale seeds, question mark. I think I just need 5 clay, right? Why am I forgetting this? Let me just put that in as I recast my... Never mind, we're opening this treasure chest. Actually, out of curiosity. No, we don't have enough iron ore, but hey. I don't think I need to eat this river jelly. If that's the case, I'm just going to eat this chub instead. And hope we have enough energy. I'm going to make a prediction now. Because this is about, like, probably even 40 casts, really. So I probably won't even be casting that much, but we'll see. Let's see if I predicted math correctly. I don't even remember how much energy you lose exactly. I should just start looking at it. Because it does change with their fishing level, I believe. Yeah, so about 7.5. I'm just going to assume 7.5. 7.5, 10, so 20 casts. I'm sorry, not even 40 casts. What am I saying? What am I saying? But yeah, 20 casts in about 2 hours and 10 in-game minutes. Probably not going to hit that. We can get close to level 10 by the end of tomorrow in-game, but it's going to be close because... Yeah, there was a point earlier in this series where... So someone might be wondering... I see bubbles, by the way, over there. I should probably move. But someone might be wondering, wow, Jordan, you're following the guide and it says to hit level 10, it must be so tight. You gotta remember I made more than a few mistakes in the first, even 7 days. Some of them include catfish, and some of them include me running around grabbing the furnace from here, which wasted at least 1 to 2 hours in game. So yeah. Is it more efficient to move towards the bubbles? Also, rip largemouth bass. Never mind, there was a treasure chest anyway. Unless I just completely missed this fish. That would be the least efficient thing I can do. But as we grab this chest, I wouldn't assume bubbles are not... Okay, we're actually going to move this. Just in case we need ore here. I don't know if we actually do. Also, do I want to keep a piece of coal on me? I think I do, right? I have not brought back coal that I need for my scarecrow, theoretically speaking. Hopefully that coal stays with me. If not, I'm going to do a thing, and if I guess wrong, well, it's going to be a waste of more space. But hey, I'll do my best. So I can just hold the button down and recast. That's very nice for me. Unless that's actually slower than me manually canceling the animation and then recasting as quick as I can, but... You know. So... Are we supposed to pass out with all the fish on me? Am I going crazy here? I think I'm going crazy. Also, what I was supposed to check on was the silo. Yeah, this is definitely more fish, if nothing else, fishing experience, I feel. Well, let's find out. Oh my goodness, why did I do this to myself? Please don't tell me this is a largemouth. Okay, I mean, it was a bullhead, but hey, oops, that was a bit far. So I need 10 clay. But I don't know why I am not checking a thing. Because I should be checking out if I should be passing out with fish. But if I'm going to return back and be fishing anyway, I guess it doesn't matter as much. Oh, there go the bubbles. But let me see here. Oh my goodness, I can't do things. I guess for now, because we're not going to sell fish anyway, we will run back to our chest here. Oh my goodness, why do I do this to myself? And then we'll store everything, but except for coal, and see if a thing happens. Also, we are running out of space. But again, out of curiosity, I'm going to do this. And then we're going to pass out here. So unless something catches on the line, we will pass out, and that will be day 9. And yeah, as nothing happens here, all we do is save our progress. I think that'll be the end of today. Again, per video until I feel like it. I think I'm just going to do 1 day per video. Again, until I deem it appropriate that we need to do more. But without further ado, please subscribe to the channel or support me in any way you want to, or not. Likes, dislikes, you know. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. Unless you're a robot, then I'll do my best to try to figure things out. But without further ado, that'll be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!